So, I wasn't really ready to start recording right now, as you can see by my volume not being right. Um, but yeah, I was burning fragile resin. I was sitting on a ton of it. I had like 68 or maybe 69, haha, fragile resin. And but I noticed a lot of my characters were sitting at talent 6. So instead of not 6, I mean like 6 boosted with constellation, like really talent 3. So yeah, instead of doing what I was doing before and using it in domains trying to get artifacts, I've been going for hours upgrading everyone's talent. And yeah, I had to ascend my Shangling to see what her next thing would, when I got her to talent 6, actual 6, and boosted 9 with her constellation, then I was able to see that she also needs Dvalin's Claw to go any higher, which I don't have any of. I keep getting like plumes and size. I've only gotten the claw once, and I gave it to Razor already. And Shangling needs it, Noelle needs it, Razor needs it. Hell, probably whoever I level up next will need it too. But yeah, I'm gonna slide this in to the video that I was gonna do a little bit later after I finish everything. This will be the beginning of that video. But yeah, it was unbelievable. I ascended Shangling just to take a peek at what she needed for her talents, because I had a few of the gold books to see if I could upgrade her more. The Acquaint Fate that I got for ascending her gave me this, the absolute perfect weapon for her. It was unbelievable. But alright, so this is where we'll cut it, and I'll pick it back up when I'm ready to make the whole video. Hey everyone, it's Sephiroth. Sorry that this video is late. I made it a couple nights ago originally, but I was so exhausted from work that it was just awful. I was rambling, and it was kind of pointless. So we're doing it again. And anyway, that was a crazy pull for ascending Shangling, man. That still blows me away. Anyway, today's video, I want to talk about a few things. First of all, there's a lot of YouTubers that I feel like are giving bad advice, telling people to stay out of the Starglitter shop. And yeah, saying, hey, don't touch Beto or Noelle because you'll get them eventually anyway. Now Beto is on the Xiao banner, so yeah, if you're gonna pull for Xiao, absolutely not, unless you're gonna do like 4 pulls. But my advice overall in regards to this kind of stuff is, if you use a character every day and they are in this shop and you have the Starglitter to spare, go ahead and get them, because it's gonna be 2 to 3 months sometimes. The game has been around 4 months and some change, and there's only ever been one guaranteed Noelle, and she's been on the banner once. So if you see a character that you use every single day in the shop, and yeah, you should definitely get them. That's what I think. Be, you know, why not make something that you use every single day stronger? So that's it on that. Now, upcoming we have the Xiao banner. Yeah. Is it this? Nope. Huh, I guess it's this. This is the only thing that shows him anyway. It's not important. Xiao is coming here in like the maintenance is gonna kick off in a couple hours, and then yeah, so in like 6 hours Xiao is gonna become available. I'll be pulling for him as soon as that starts. I'm not gonna build him for a while. I'm in the process of building Diluc right now, and then after that I'm going to be doing Diona and then Barbara, and then getting back to the big 5-star characters. So it's going to be a little while because of how hard it is to get the EXP books for the characters. You know, the Ascension materials and that stuff, it's not that bad. You could do it in a day, but it takes like 10 days of you know, doing the ley lines for EXP books, and then it takes like another 10 days of doing the ley lines for gold. And they do have an event coming up in a few weeks where well, it might start in like next week, and then it's going to go on for a couple weeks where you get double rewards from the ley lines, and that'll help. But yeah, that's only a short-term thing. So yeah, so in a few hours everyone's going to pull for Xiao if you can. I think he's going to be a very good attacker, and but you know, he's Anemo, so he's not going to combine with anyone really well. And if you played with Razor, you're going to be kind of familiar with his playstyle, where you activate his ability and then just run around frantically trying to kill everything. He's going to be basically Anemo Razor on steroids. That's what Xiao is going to be like. I'm a Razor main myself a lot of the time. I will eventually, like I said, get around to building Xiao and playing with them, but he's not a priority for me. Hu Tao is coming after Keqing, and honestly, her thing with the draining health, I don't like that at all. Just like Xiao, you know, two of the new best attackers are both kamikazes that kill themselves. I don't like that, but at least with Hu Tao, she'll be pyro and can combine with other characters really effectively, where Xiao, you know, he's just going to be flying solo. So yeah, that's about it. You know, hopefully if you're looking for somebody that combines with other characters, hopefully you got Ganyu before she leaves in a few hours, because she can definitely do that. I've been having a blast playing with Ganyu. And yeah, speaking of Keqing, there's been a lot of other YouTubers saying, I don't understand why Keqing banner, she's free to play. She's not free to play. I mean, eventually, sure, in 2027, every free to play player will have pulled Keqing by that point, but until then, no, she's not free to play. And the reason that she's going to be on is because, you know, it's Chinese New Year. This is a Chinese game company. Keqing is the most popular character with the Chinese players. It is their holiday. It is their culture. That is why Keqing is coming up after Xiao. She is extremely, you know, desired amongst the Chinese community, This is the Chinese version of Christmas, so they're giving their players what they want for Christmas, basically. That's the way you have to look at it. There's no, oh, you know, they should have did this and should have did that. No, it's their holiday. They're doing exactly what they know needs to be done for their own people. So that's all there is about Kaching. She's there for a reason, and it's to make the Chinese players happy on a Chinese holiday. End of story. So yeah. And besides that, I've been working on my characters, and I ascended Shangling to 70 and managed to get that pole arm, the best one for her. So yeah, that was pretty good. But what I found along the way is that when you're doing the domains for the talents, trying to level up the talents, I need that, but you could do the one that offers the gold book, the max domain, and it'll offer you the gold book, and you're only going to get it once every 4 times. So what I did personally to save time and effort, it's like a waste of 20% resin. Okay, if you do the highest domain, you're gonna save 20% resin long run, because you don't get a gold book every single time. You get it once every 4 or 5 times. That was my experience. So I just quit doing it after like 10 runs and started doing the second highest, that would just give silver and brown books. And yeah, the pace at which I completed each run went from like 7 minutes to a minute 30. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you, if you're leveling characters and you don't have some big dick whale character to carry you through the domain, because like for me, all I have is that's leveled up and has good artifacts is Venti. This is it for me. And yeah, I don't have constellations on him, so I can't even do past level 8, I think is the highest for me right now. That's it. Once I do that, it's done. So yeah, I would definitely personally tell you it's going to be way easier to just do one level lower on the book domains, both the fire and the ice one, because I did them both. I was working on Fischl, I was working on Mona, and yeah, other characters I needed more for Noel. I did Zhongli up to high levels on the talents, and of course my boy Razor with his one level 10 skill. So yeah, I had a lot of my characters all at 6, 6, and 6 on the talents, and I'm like, man, it takes me too long to kill things. I was struggling to try and get artifacts for Mona. I still don't have enough to do what I want to do. So yeah, which brings me to my last point. Well, second to last point. We'll get there. What they need to do with these artifacts, I had 68 or 69 fragile resin, and now I have like 7. I played Genshin Impact for like 9 hours this past Sunday, and yeah, out of that whole time, I got only a couple artifacts that I would say are decent. I didn't get a single perfect artifact, not one. So what I would like to see is for them to add a system like, how if you do your dailies you get a key for the story quests. And then once you have 3 of the keys, you can unlock another story quest for a character like Mona or Jean, you know, like they did for that. Well, what I'd like to see is they need to add a feature where you can click to choose 0 rewards from an artifact domain, and then you get a token. And then for every token you have, you can pick a stat on an artifact. So if you have 1 token, you can pick, you know, do you want the crown or the cup? Then if you have 2, you know, you can pick the artifact. Then if you have 2 tokens, you can pick the crown or the cup, and you can pick the main stat, you know, crit rate or hydro bonus damage. Then if you have 3 tokens, you can start picking the substats. You can pick 1 substat and have the rest randomly assigned. So basically, if you do 6 runs without taking any rewards, you get to pick the exact artifact you want. You get to pick the main stats, and you get to pick the substats. And then I think that would be a fair trade-off. You know, you get nothing for 6 runs, and then you get exactly what you want, and it doesn't matter what the stats roll into on the upgrade, because it's going to be at least a 1 in 4 chance. You know what I mean? Because you picked all 4. You picked all 4 of the substats if you use 6 tokens. So you're not going to be, you know, totally disappointed no matter what. And I think that'll be a great improvement to the game. A lot of people are just sick and tired of doing dozens and dozens of runs for artifacts and getting nothing. And prior to that, when I was hoarding all of my fragile resin, I couldn't really relate to it. I can understand their frustration, but I couldn't relate to it on a personal level. And now I can. And I get it, why people will get mad and quit. I totally get it at this point. And the very last thing I'm going to talk about real quick is I want to tell everyone to keep leveling your main character. It's something that I got to do myself. I got a lot of other characters I'm working on. Like I said, I want to do Diluc next, and then Diona, then Barbara. And the reason I'm doing Diona and Barbara is I'm going to make a video for you guys. Hopefully it'll be good content and you'll love it. But yeah, I got something planned with that. And yeah, but leveling, where is this fucking guy? Oh, there he is, hiding between the other blondies. So yeah, this dude, you're gonna want to keep leveling him and try and have him up there at least by early April. We're gonna be going to Inazuma at that time, and you're gonna unlock lightning. And I've seen his E skill for lightning leaked, but not his ultimate. And it's okay. It's kind of like the Animo one. He's just gonna do a little Hadouken and shoot enemies that are really right there. And if you press and hold it, it kind of, you know, the lightning ball just stays right in his hand and zaps multiple enemies all around you. And that's not that big a deal. We don't know what the ultimate is, but eventually he's gonna have all 7 elements. And yeah, with all the books that you're gonna have to get for talent books and this and that, you're gonna want to stay on top of him and keep him close in level to your other characters, because eventually I'm gonna say that he's gonna be able to switch elements at will. I think once you have all 7, he's gonna be able to change like from Dendro to Electro immediately. You know, wrap him up in some vines, and then what you call it? That distracted me for a second. My game is gonna go away! Somebody help me! Anyway, yeah. So, you know, you can put cryo on them and then switch to pyro and do your own melt damage with a single character. You know, have Fischl drop Oz while he's cryo, and then put cryo on there and boost his physical damage, and then maybe switch to Dendro because he's going to get a physical damage boost. Anyway, it's going to be actually the best character in the game at the end of the game. It's going to be this guy or girl if you pick the female. But until then, he's just going to be a big old pile of meh. So, but if you wait until he's the best, you know, you're going to need like 432 silver talent books. You're going to need, you know, 125 gold talent books just to level up all this stuff. It's going to be overwhelming at that point in the future. So just a reminder, you know, stay on top of this guy. Don't forget about him, because, you know, in about a year and some change, he's going to be the top dog. That's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.